Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. It's me, Bingo. It's time for Halfway Okay. Yapo Papo, Yapo Papo. As they say, as they tell you online. Yapo Papo. Yapo Papo. Everyone, I hope you're doing so well today. Hope you are. We got a big old humdinger of a show. I did not light a scented candle. So that's kind of gotten me out of sorts. I've been lighting a scented candle lately. I've been lighting this one. It's a Yankee candle. Balsam and cedar. Oh boy. Oh God, I fucking nailed my teeth with the end of that. I went for the audio perverts. I went in for a sniff, and I clanked my tooth on this pupper. Yeesh. I guess my depth perception is up. I've been very cold. Oh my God. Karis, thank you so much for a delicious subscription. Also, Red Riding Hood, Red Ragnarok, thank you very much for subscription. That person did that during the pre-show. Let's go ahead and have Rubby Roko and see who's all in the chat today. Okay, should we do this? We do have Carly up in her. We also do have Ian inside of here. We also have Krabby Cram Crom. We got Dwibbins. We got Eric Dittmer. We got Kimbla. Find your spot, Kimbla. I'll find it in heaven. That's where you'll be. And we also got Karist, MVP, dropping the stats, getting the slats, putting it inside his brand new IKEA bed, because you need to replace the slats sometimes. If you weigh more than 130 pounds, if you have one of these beds with the slats in it, they just break. I got rid of my slat bed a long time ago. I don't deal with no slat beds no more. Oh, God. What a fucking life, huh? I finally made it, guys. I don't got no more slat beds. But I do have a CLZ. And with a CLZ, you ain't getting the bed. Ooh, who's that? What is that flavor? It's a Charmander tumbler. Scrap the slat. That is correct. We are you know what? If we could do me a quick solid, let's do it. I'm changing things up a little bit. This is a simple request. I don't feel like this is a big deal. This is specifically for people in chat. Okay, people in chat. The bird, the animated GIF bird, the only animated one I can now upload more animated ones. I just haven't done it. I keep forgetting. He always gets the most love. At the end of every episode, it says, "Oh, whoa, emotes were used, Bingo." It's always the bird, and I love the bird. And I want to, but I'd like to see more of some others. So I think, Carly just put the eyeball, the little floating eyeball with the gross, spindly red body or like veins coming out of it or whatever. I don't know what it is, whatever you want it is. I made it originally to be veins, but it looks like a body. And then Dwibbins posting that sword. So let's have some other ones in. Let's just throw in some more fancy ones. Halfway okay. Now, so Jeff Jordash put a weird alien. Thank you. But I really would like the halfway okay ones that you like the best, that are not just the dancing bird. So that is very nice. People love seeing the photos, the pictures, the tiny photographs. I need to recup on my CLZ in greeds. Recoup? That's what Dwibbin says in the chat. I'm not sure what that means, but I do think everyone does need to have a CLZ. And remember, the only ingredients are ice, a cup, all the way filled up with ice. A little bit of the way is filled up with straight up lemon juice. Other little ways are filled up with iced coffee. The darker the roast, the better. And then the rest of them's filled up with specifically the LaCroix that is flavored to be limoncello. The limoncello is the key. It's a secret ingredient. I'm so cold. And it's normal degrees in here. It's not that cold outside, but I've been so cold for 2 days. Do I have an iron deficiency? I don't have any gold to test my flesh to see if I have an iron deficiency. Do you guys you could do that? If you have anemia, you take a piece of gold, you rub it on your flesh. If it leaves a black streak, brother, you need more iron in your diet. But let's not talk about diets. Now everyone stresses everybody out. Hey, look, I'm not on Jimmy Craig. We're here to, I'm body positive. Let's talk about it. We do need to cover a wrap, which is actually the next part of the show. This tells you guys how to do things like subscribe to the podcast on Twitch using your Amazon Prime account. That sounds too confusing. God, Lord knows I'll help you. I'll help you. Ready? Okay. All right. Ready? Here we go. Yo, you got that Amazon Prime? Let me show you something that's pretty fine. Google Prime Gaming on the web. Log into Amazon, then get prepped. You gotta link it up, baby, don't fuss or fight. You gotta link up that Twitch account to do it right. Log into Twitch and hit authorize. Amazon Prime Gaming is now your prize. Jump back to Twitch, find your spot. Look for a channel that you love a lot. Spot that button right on top. Now it's time to do a free sub drop. Web. Click on it while you still got time. Don't let it go to waste, that would be a crime. Click confirm and you'll be fine.
Cowabunga! Cowabunga!
Web. Thank you so much for listening to my free rap. Everyone loves that rap. Hell, hey, you know what I always say when the rap is done? I'm like, oh, it's over. Okay, everyone, listen here. We got a treat. Oh boy, I was just looking in my mailbox and I found something real sweet in there. I actually found a electronic voicemail. Remember, everybody, if you are part of the Sweetie List, or if you have just any mild web sleuthing detective skills, it's so easy to find the official Halfway Okay number. You know what happened? For some reason, when I first started, because I've had that number forever, right? It's been the voicemail line when Sharky and I used to do the show ages ago. We gave it out freely. Ain't no one ever abused it, right? Because it wasn't a big show. It's still not a big show. It's less big now than it was then. And so when I started the show, I was like, oh man, you know what? This is great. So I'll have a whole system. I'll have a mailing list, and then vetted people that I know aren't going to call in and say bad things, because on Twitch, you'll just get kicked out. I mean, they'll just nuke your fucking profile if someone calls in and says N or F. Both of those I don't want to hear, and I don't like them anyway, so take that. But if people just call them in and they start to, and so I'm like, well, this is fine. I still have this Google Voice number, everyone loves it. And I'm like, well, I'll just, have it be that. So if you're vetted, then I'll send you a special email saying, hey, if you want to be on the Sweetie List, give me your number and give me what what you want to be called and stuff like that. And then it'll be a thing where it's like, oh, I have their number in the thing. And I'm like, oh, I can see that, Eric is calling in. Well, I see its name is Eric, and it's like caller ID, And then what I would do is I would never call in any number I didn't recognize. Well, I've answered every number that's ever called it, because maybe I haven't added it or someone's calling from a different phone. It's very confusing. So I answer it no matter what. And it's been nearly a year and I haven't gotten trolled. I haven't gotten exposed. Nothing's happened, which I feel like is good. I mean, it's good because I think I would emotionally I would not be able to take it. It would destroy me if I got really trolled. But I also feel like this is even a real show. Lest the haters be coming up in here, rolling up, is it even a real show? Anyway. Okay. These are very funny comments in the chat. You guys are very funny. Okay. Well, haven't even gotten to the first segment of the show. But we will answer this. Oh, God. Hello. Hi.
Bubba Booey, fuck you, butthead.
Oh, well, huh. I guess that shows that I guess that proves that I shouldn't just answer any old call. I need to get a new telephone cord. This red one is all kinked up, and every time I lift it, it gets completely kinkered on this, and it really is just ruining my whole fucking... Okay, whatever. Look, it doesn't matter. Oh, God. Okay. Focus, Bingo. You have a show to do. You're like 11 minutes in, man. You've got a long way to go. We got a long way to go. And I don't have a scented candle on. It's really fucking me up. Hello, Samantha, in the chat. Thank you so much for being alive. Oh my God. And also, Katie is here, the shrink, and her wonderful... Let me tell you something about this Sam. So Katie has this huzz named Sam. What a nice man. When I first met Sam, he looked at me with eyes as cold as death. And I thought this guy wanted to stab me from clear to kingdom come. That's how I felt. And then, and then later I found out, oh, he likes me. He just doesn't open his eyes all the way wide like I do, like a maniac. And so I'm like, oh, okay. He's just like, chill dude. Hold on. There's more to this. But I do actually have a telephone call I'd like to answer. Oh my God, this fucking cable cord. Cut the cord, huh? Hey, Al, hi.
Hey, this is the police, and we got a report that there was a bunch of piss on the radio. Fuck you, butthead.
Okay, well, clearly we have some ragtags trying to make me feel better, like a real show. So I do. That is nice. Thank you, Rapscallions and Scalawags and Skuggamuffins, for trying to make me feel a little better. Anyway, this Sam, though, he offered to help me with a weird project that I want to do. That's a very weird project. I'm not going to get into it. It's very sensitive. But he offered to help me, and I will do that. He has a whole laboratory. He's an electrician. He's like an electric engineer. So Samantha, which is not Sam, this is a different one. Samantha says, so someone looking at you normally made you think like he wanted to stab you. Well, you didn't see the look. The look was like, it was like when okay. And I came to his home, first time meeting him. I was very loud, playing Dr. Mario, tracking in mud, upsetting the dogs, I may have dropped the wheat thin and didn't pick it up. I don't fucking know. Anyway, listen, this is so funny, because we did get a silly mail, actually. We did get a silly. That's too long. We did get a silly mail. This one seems like it's I only listened to the first 2 seconds of it because I was like, oh my goodness, we better save this. So let's listen to this silly mail.
Oh boy, I heard you played my motion cartoon on your last episode, and I just want to thank you. also want to thank you for your kind comments about how cliche it is when people use untrademarked characters in adult situations. That's just goofy. Gosh. Anyway, I wanted to let you know a couple things. First of all, somebody asked about where's Willie. Well, a Willie is a bit of a hoedown where you molest animals to play music. And that's why our show was called Steamboat Willie, because it was a Willie on a steamboat. And a fun fact, we were on our way to find the survivors of the oceanic. So you can go to hell. Bye.
Oh my good. Well, there you go. Straight from the mouse's mouth. That is fun. Thank you very much. The silly mail, responding to last week's episode where we did a deep dive on Steamboat Willie. Oh my God, this is okay. We got another call here. This is highly unorthodox. Hi, hello. My name is Bingo.
Hey, this is Greg Nichols. Now, I want to call and say, I don't even think that really was Mickey. Stuff.com, butthead.
Okay, this fucking thing's gonna drive me insane. That's a very good point, Greg. That might not have been Mickey. I don't think Mickey. Oh, my God, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose it. I'm just very bothered today. I'm just so bothered. I'm sleep deprived. I got tape on my phone. Okay. All right. You know what? Let's do something a little bit. Jesus, we're not even, it's like 45 minutes into the show. We haven't even done this yet. Okay, let's do this. It's time for Bingo's Big Life Pup Dates. We did the silly mail before even the pup dates. I'm all out of sorts. But it is time for Bingo's Big Life Pup Dates, and I need to tell you guys something. Okay. Okay. It's just gonna make a. Hello. Hi. Hello. My name is Bingo.
Hey, this is Steamboat Willie, and I don't even think that was really Greg Nichols.
Okay, well, I think it was established that Steamboat Willie is like a hoedown on a steamboat where you molest animals to make music. I think that was established. Oh boy. All right. It's gonna be one of those episodes. It's gonna be one of them. Maya Mello.
Oh, hey, this is Greg Nichols. Obi-Wan Kenobi 5678538 2567 in the chat. I just want to say that wasn't real. Baba booey, baba booey, baba booey, baba booey.
Okay. All right. This is good. This is training for when the show goes virus. So the Bingo's Big Life Pup Date. I do have a big report to report. I am not. So I finished. People may know this. I have finished The Wire. I finished it a while ago, right? And all I can keep on thinking about and talking to people about and spending my time doing is all stuff about The Wire. I'm listening to a Wire watch podcast. I'm talking to people that have seen The Wire about The Wire. And I'm doing the ultimate white guy thing where you tell everybody you got to watch The Wire. Like, it's groundbreaking TV. It's a life-changing show. It is a really important show. And I mean it. Like, this is the equivalent of like the cool punk rock dude who's now driving a minivan to get his Rugrats all the way to the soccer camp. I never thought I'd be The Wire guy because I fucking just assumed it was like, it's fine. It's fine. Everyone needs to watch The Wire. Everyone should watch The Wire. Put down your phones. Don't look at your phone while you're watching The Wire. You can't do it. There's too much going on. we do have a wire related comment in the chat here. I'd like to read it really quick. It was crazy in The Wire when they were playing chess, but also in a way weren't at they play a sort of chess in their life. Yeah, okay. That's okay. I felt like that scene was a little heavy handed. I felt that scene was like, oh, this is the scene right here. There's very few complaints I have about that fucking show. Anyway. Oh yeah, so Katie says I wish I could watch it for the first time again. Yeah. Right? Oh God. That Stringer. Okay, anyway. That's the biggest update I have for you. It is no new girl. I will tell you that is true, Kimbla. They're similar. Okay, let's go and let's get this over with. I'm only little complaining. I'm not just saying the shit that cream or maybe I'm just a boring girl. What my neighbors, these poor Christian neighbors I has, what they must think on me. What they must think on me. God bless them. All right, so every cord on the planet is just here. Why can't the world be wireless for once in my life? Why can't it be wireless? You know. So I do have. This is an oldie but a goodie. I do have the old emotion wheel up, and I feel like the emotions I had last time are probably fine. All these seem right. Got a tired, sad, self-conscious, angry, a little bit, fearful, unsafe, but then also silly, also satisfied, also loved. You know, it's a mixed bag. It's a cornucopia cocoa nuts here. You know, it's a granola mash 'em up. You know, if you think about it, that's what life is. It's all what life emotions are, after all. Nothing really crazy to report other than I have been so cold. Might have anemia. I don't have a gold ring. Oh God, would be nice if I had one of them. Must be nice to have a golden ring, but I don't. So, you know, here we are. Everyone do this at home. You got to do this at home. Cover your head with your hand as if it were a bandage. It's like a bandage. See, the poor bingo symbology is actually really important because it's a bingo, or in your regular emoji keyboard, you can use a poor bingo of your own. It's just the injured. You know, it's the guy, it's the smiley guy who's frowning. And it's covered up. He has covered his head with a bandage. And that's how people know, oh no, poor bingo. Or poor Kimbla, or poor Ian, or poor Katie, or poor Dwibbins, or poor Carly, or poor Camo Crab Clam, or poor Cubby, or poor Carist, or some poor Samantha, or poor Desiree, or poor Eric. You know, that's how you let people know that you want pity. Then. I heard Bingo stole an egg from a bird. Well, I don't know what that means. That's I'll see you in time. The resident chat bully when Desiree's not farting around. Somebody asked a question here. Somebody asked a question in chat and I already lost it. Well, it's okay. It's probably fine. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so this is great. We have a couple. Okay, this is a good one. There's a very special segment coming up soon. I thought it would be already now, but we've really been slogging through this. So let's go ahead and poop through this real quick, and then we'll get there. Okay, I promise you. Oh, Samantha said Bingo, I like your sweatshirt. Thank you so much. This is a hooded sweatshirt I got from Old Navy nigh on 7 years ago. And when I was cleaning my bathroom, I accidentally got some bleach on it. Right here. This is the bleach mark right here. And then I was like, I can't wear this to the ball. And then I started just putting more bleach on it a couple days later to make it look cool. And I don't have the confidence to wear it out most days. Uh-oh. It's time for Hey, Watch It. Oh my God. Hey, Watch It. It's the premiere way to find out if you should watch a film or TV show. Put it, hey, forget about Siskel and Ebert. I'll give you a real rating. And the movie I would like to tell you about is called Poor Things. Have you seen Poor Things? You should see Poor Things. Don't see it with a kid. Don't see it with your parents. See it with a trusted person, or see it on like a fourth date. That's what I did. It was weird, but it worked out, and it all is fine. The movie is radical. It's crazy. You should see it. It has Emma Stone in it. And let's just say, I think Jim Carrey's a fan of this movie. Remember him? Remember that fucking pervert creep? You should seriously watch. Hey, watch it. Yes, you should. Poor Things. Okay. So I feel okay. You know what? I feel like there's a segment that we did last time that I want to do now, but I'm not going to do it now. I want to do the new. Sometimes you just want to do the new stuff, and that time is nigh. That time is right nigh. Noi. This is a brand new segment. It's kind of like Hey, Watch It, but different. And it's kind of like Scorn or Reborn, but different. It's like both of them, but different. It's kind of so big and so seminal and huge that it is its own thing. So let's get into it. This is called Sex in My City. I've been watching Sex in That City, and let me tell you, it's been a journey, and oh boy, I have a lot of. So here was the catalyst for me even wanting to watch this thing. Is I just finished up a show I should have watched 20 years ago, which is The Wire. Have you heard about The Wire? You guys should seriously watch The Wire. Like it is premium television in a way that it's prestige TV in a way you've never seen it before. The Bear wouldn't exist without The Wire. So I basically was like, you know what? And I hope it's not nostalgic. Again, who knows when you're a slave of nostalgia and when you're not. Maybe it is a little bit nostalgia, but it's also a nostalgia that is like a missing piece in my nostalgia hole and my TV knowledge hole that I want filled. So I'm like, why not just keep on going with this late 90s, early aughts HBO shows? And so I've been watching it. You guys ever heard of this show? It is called Sex in That City. And it's a wild fucking show. It's a wild. So I knew a little bit of it. Just you can't avoid it growing up when it was on. Like you just can't. You know a little bit about it. Like everybody, oh, are you an Meredith? Are you a Samantha? Like, oh boy. And that's another reason why I watch. So I know which Ninja Turtle I am. I even know which Golden Girl I am. I think there's an identity part, especially I would say with Sex in That City more than any other thing. There is this like oh my God, you're such a charlatan. Like there's that kind of fucking thing to it. And I'm like, this is basically, I want to take the overly long, super in-depth BuzzFeed quiz to see which one of these women I am. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's kind of like a TV show Zodiac. It's kind of a fun thing. And then we'll see if we agree. Is this a very masturbatory, borderline narcissistic thing? Yeah. But it's my show. I don't even know why you guys are watching this fucking thing. I wouldn't watch it if I had to not watch it. So it might be funny. It might be not. Who knows? But we're doing this we're going to be doing this for a minute because there's a lot of sex in that city. I'm going to do this segment called Sex in My City. Yeah, it's actually similar to the title of the show. I'm going to be doing it every time I watch a season or a film. And I've only finished the first season, and I'd like to just tell you my initial thoughts of Sex in that city, and then let you know which one of the ladies I think I am right now. Okay, and then at the end we'll collaborate all that data, and we'll see which one of the turtles I am. So, I first would like to say, and this isn't going to go along too long. Okay, I only watched the first season. But I did get to know these characters, and I did get to know this strange world we live in. This shows a cartoon. This shows a theater kid cartoon, if that makes any sense. A theater kid lady cartoon. It's very hyper saturated with everything that happens. Like it's really kind of wild. And so I feel like you have to meet it on its own terms for you to get any kind of anything out of this fucking thing, which I have been doing. I'm listening to the intro song, even though I fucking hate it. I'm listening to it every episode. I'm trying not to be distracted by their weird shit they wear all the time. Anyway, so they do this thing in the show. Have you guys seen it? Press 1 if you've seen Sex and My City. They do this thing in the show, which I don't remember in any time that I've like just happened to catch clips of it or just, random episodes. They do this thing in this show where they have like, I'm so sorry. I'm getting all over the place. Carrie Bradshaw, main character, big schnozeroo, curly hair. She has a sex column. It's not even an advice column. It's just her talking about sex, which even though she narrates the entire show and each show kind of has a theme to what's going on in the show, I still have no fucking real idea what her column would be like or who would want it. It's not good. Who cares? It's imaginary world. Again, a meeting on its own terms. Got to not nitpick. So I'm done complaining about that. I will say that I got completely off track here. They do this thing. She doesn't interview people. She just lives her life. But then they have these little like cutaways, which are people, typically the people that are going to like be reoccurring in that episode, talking directly to the camera. So it'd be like a construction worker, and let's say that the subject is about fidelity, and he's like, oh yeah, this again, the scene prior was them just talking, and somebody mentions like, oh, I've cheated again on Richard, and you're like, whatever, okay, and then it's a construction guy. He's like, oh yeah, I'm faithful to cheating on my wife with all these sluts, like, and it's like they do like 4 or 5 of these. And then that guy shows up later and his cat calls fucking Miranda or something. It's fucking weird. It's like, it makes me think about where they got to with The Office, where they were like, what the fuck were they doing in Sex in the City? Why didn't they just go full doc? And people were like, yeah, we probably should just do that. And then it fucking worked out way better than in this stupid show. It's very theater kiddie, this show. It's very like that Friends, Mad About You type of, which again, I love these shows, but they're very like, can you believe how fucking special and fucking, can you believe this show? And it comes across the absolute most when they're talking about a taboo subject, like anal sex. And it's just, it's so fucking wild. Anyway, it's a very strange show. They just think they're the best thing. They think they're very cute. So I would like to go through some of the characters, I guess the 4 main characters, right? And talk a little bit about their personalities. And then at the end of this, talk about who I relate to the most. So I'm going to start. Well, we already talked about Carrie. I have some sound clips for each one of these cool characters. That's Carrie. Here, I'll play it again. Oh shit. Okay. That's Carrie. There's an episode where she farts, and this is the fart sound from that episode. Carrie sucks. Carrie's in her 30s, and Carrie acts like a fucking petulant child. She spends so much fucking money on these shoes. Also, everyone's fucking insanely rich, which again, it's a weird cartoon, and I have to beat it on its terms. I'm supposed to fucking find these weirdo ladies and everyone else in this fucking show relatable. It's hard. It's very distracting. It's very difficult. Carrie's mostly fine. She's a doofus, and she reacts. Her protest behaviors I don't find to be very attractive. She is an anxious and avoidant type personality, and I think she would be hell to date. And then the next one is Miranda.
And here I thought that all you really wanted was a good spanking.
It's so lame. She sucks. She's meaner than I thought for being like the less pretty one. Is that mean? The one with the dumbest hair? The one who dresses like a drunkard, like the town drunk. She sucks. She's mean to everybody. She's super cynical and judgy in a way that like is insane, and not like in a funny way like I does it, but I get the comparison. I understand why people would say that. And no, Katie, you can call in a minute and tell me if my assessment at the end of this is fine. As a shrink, Katie's in the chat ripping out her eyebrow ring in frustration. So Miranda's the worst. She negs dudes. Like, she's mean to the dates she goes on. She hates men, which again, especially if I'm trying to find out which one of these people I am. I don't hate women. So having that like flip, but I guess I do kind of hate men because I'm not woke. So maybe I do get it. Anyway, Miranda's fine. She sucks. Charlotte?
I want us to have anal sex.
It's so stupid. Charlotte has the craziest fucking eyes I've ever seen on a show in my life. They are like perfectly flat on top, go down to weird angles, and are always like an enraged, over juiced up, electrified robot monster. She's intense. She sucks. She's a prude. She has way too high a standards, way too idealistic way of fucking the way the world works. She is also like a fucking kid. She's a pretty princess, and she blows. And like, not again, I don't ever want this show to ever be anything close to Howard Stern or anything adjacent. That's a dated reference at this point, but just any one of these fucking broy ass fucking dumb shows. But she refuses to give, how do I say this without getting too sexual? She refuses to give oral sex to dude stingers, which is like, and it's a whole thing. Also, Miranda doesn't like to do dirty talk. And I'm like, you people have been having sex every fucking other day, in this city. They also never talk about what city they're from. It's very weird. It's like, just name the city. It doesn't even come up. So she sucks. And then we've got Samantha.
Front, back, who cares? A hole is a hole.
The best character that I've seen in television since The Wire. Samantha fucking rules. Her eyes, unlike fucking Charlotte's, are nice and sultry and never open all the way. They look like Jabba the Hutt's eyes. She is beautiful, and she is a giant sex positive person. She bangarangs and says, "Babar, I love her. She's great. I could never be like her." But she's great. Also, it should go without saying that any one of these women, if I were to date any one of these women, they would absolutely shred me to bits. They would shred me to bits. which is why I know after a lot of thinking and a lot of soul searching, I almost thought that I was a Miranda. Again, based solely on the first season. All right. And I'm not going to get into Mr. Big. I'll talk about Mr. Big later. He sucks. All the men are ugly as fuck, by the way. Like almost all of them. There's some cuties, but most of them are fucking dogs. Also, Stanford, he's like the token gay character. I don't believe him in the show. He doesn't seem like he belongs in the show. He seems like he's being tolerated by the entire cast. I don't understand what that's all about. That's really mean. He's bald. Anyway, so I'd like to take a minute just sitting at my chair and put up my rankings. This is what I think. This is my current rank. This is me. I'm currently more Carrie than I am Miranda, but they're almost equal. And then Charlotte is behind that, but pretty behind. And then way behind is Samantha. As much as I love the character, I'm nothing like Samantha. And so this is actually what I think my ranking is. Or not my ranking. Because if it was my ranking, I would send all these to hell and just have Samantha on top because she's Queen Bee. But this is currently who I think I am according to the first season. Bingo is prude. Bingo is not prude, but I'm more of a prude. So the prude is Charlotte, the blue one. She sucks. Samantha is at the bottom, but is my favorite character, but I'm least like her. I am mean sometimes and judgy and a little shit like Miranda, and sometimes dressed like a town drunk like Miranda. But I also am very emotional and sometimes given to my protest behaviors like this fucking awful Carrie Bradshaw, which is probably why I don't like her a lot, is because I see a lot of myself in her and the parts of myself I don't like. How about that? Anyway, so this has been... I guess no one understands. No one sees these. No one's recognizes these characters. I will write the names of these characters right now. Audio perverts. I just have pictures, of the people in order and then arranged by color and size. Color just denotes who they are. Size is how much I am like them. But I don't have the names next to them. Next time I'll do the names. I don't have a lot of real estate to work with, but if everyone is fucking freaking out and being a real fussy weirdo. So Carrie is the one I am the most like. That's the TLDR. Okay, so then that has actually been Sex in My City. Ian says I'm a Blanche. I'm also not Blanche. I'm Rose. Anyway, so yeah, feel free, Katie, if you need to call in to do whatever. Bingo is a bit of a prude until he's had a few beers. Naomi Fullbloom says, my God, how dare you? Crab Tornado says, are these ladies new Pokemon? In a way. Hey, because they love to poke men. It's highly unorthodox. I'm getting a telephone call. Hi, hello. My name is Bingo.
Okay. I have a lot of thoughts.
Please hit me. So Katie's the one who kind of put this in my head, saying that I was a Miranda in the chat a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's have it, sister. You're the resident expert of sex and that city.
Oh wow, I don't even know where to start. Sorry, I'm actually speechless.
They're so rich.
I'm actually speechless. I disagree with so much of what you just said.
Oh, they're not rich? Oh, they're poor? Okay. Wow.
Okay, I'm going to go from order of least importance to most important.
Mm-hmm. This makes sense.
So
please.
least importantly, you said that all of the men are ugly and that they're all dogs. And I'm just going to say
most of them.
That's not true. You know who I think is the hottest man on that show?
If you say Mr. Big, I'll throw myself into a river.
No, but he is hot. I can't lie about that.
Mr. Big?
I mean, I wouldn't personally date a Mr. Big, but
he looks like a lizard.
he has a certain kind of thing going on.
It has dark eyebrows. I give him that.
Yeah. Okay. I also need to just circle back to one other thing really quick. Whenever you were doing the impression of Sam, and his half-closed eyes, and then it actually reminded me of you talking about Samantha and her sultry closed eyes.
No wonder
Maybe
you
there's
hooked
a
this guy,
connection
huh?
there.
Hubba hubba.
Yeah. Okay, the hottest guy on Sex and the City is. You're never gonna guess who I'm gonna say. First of all, actually, my true first choice you haven't met yet because he's in like later seasons. But I love Steve.
Who's Steve?
I love Steve. Oh my God, is Steve not in the first season?
I don't know. No, Steve. I saw Ben was hunky. Ben is hunky. Skipper's not hunky.
Steve is a guy that Miranda ends up getting with later. You're gonna love him. Okay, I think that Miranda just like does not get her flowers in the first season. Like I feel like the first season they're like, oh, Miranda's a bitch and Carrie's the like main character. But it's like the more you get to know Miranda, like she's definitely my favorite character. She's definitely the one that I would like hang out with in real life. She's like the mean friend, but like is the most honest and reliable and is like the most believable, realistic character, I think.
Okay.
In a lot of ways. But I got to tell you, I did a little research. I did some homework because I know you texted me earlier and said that this segment was coming. So I just really wanted to have my ducks in a row. And I took the BuzzFeed quiz of which Sex and the City character are you. And can you guess? Please guess, because I was absolutely flabbergasted. The result that I got, I wasn't anticipating it, and I'm not sure how I feel.
Can I be perfectly frank with you?
Please.
And I don't know you that well, Katie. I've only known you for what? 2 weeks? I think.
Okay.
I think you're Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No, I got Carrie.
Oh.
And I don't agree. And this stupid fucking BuzzFeed quiz, some of the questions were like, what's your fashion sense? And I put down like vintage and classic because those are of the words given to me, those were like the best ones.
Okay.
And then like I think I did acknowledge that Mr. Big is hot somewhere in the quiz.
There you go.
And it was like, okay, you're a Carrie. And I'm like, God
see,
damn
yeah,
it.
I don't feel like this is actually I don't feel like this is a good quiz. I want like a 200. I want like a 250 question quiz. Like I want this to be like a Myers-Briggs level. Which ones I am?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. One thing that I love about Samantha is that later, I don't think you've gotten there yet, but there's this episode where she talks about like everybody's being fucking weird and judgy and like, oh, is being bisexual a real thing or is it just like a stop over to Gay Town? And Samantha's like, what are you guys talking about? Like, you know, in the future, none of this shit's going to matter and you're just going to be able to fuck whoever you want and it's all just going to be labels and like you guys are thinking about this too much and da-da-da-da-da. Samantha's great. I love that you love Samantha.
She rules.
God, she does rule. She really does rule. I love her.
She's pure.
I love all of them. I'm also interested that you say Charlotte sucks.
I hate her.
And oh, that's so harsh. You are so harsh.
But here's the thing. I heard that Charlotte has a good arc, and I've only seen the first season. So I've not seen anything. I've seen that she sucks. I've seen that she sucks and wants nothing more to fucking pick out the right fucking china for her new husband, which she does on like the fourth date. I'm like, fuck you, Charlotte. You're a maniac. And then broke up with him for it. Go to the zoo, Charlotte.
Oh my God. I can't wait for you to get further along. There's so much I have to talk to you about.
I'm into the show. I
keep trying to make Sam watch it and he fucking hates it. He's like, He'll like watch it. Like he'll be nice and be like, yeah, we can watch an episode of it. But the whole time he's just like cringing, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Oh no, it hurt. It's a painful watch, dude. The one where oh god, it's bad. I mean, it's fine.
I know.
It is what it is, right? And I'm also watching Dharma and Greg, and I'm able to get I'm able to get on a sitcom's level way quicker I am than something that has this much love and protection and armor around it from every rabid fan. This thing has been put on such a fucking pedestal. It's crazy.
No, I know. And
So
like I was saying to you earlier, there are so many things wrong with it. It's definitely a product of its time.
Sure.
It's definitely like there are so many things that are wrong with it, but it is such a guilty pleasure. And the last thing, I don't want to monopolize too much of your show.
You're fine.
I'm just trying to get just one last thing I'm going to tell you.
Sure.
This is an anecdote. Okay, so I was thinking about this. Whenever I was a kid, I had one of those TVs in my room that was like literally like a 4-inch little like square box TV with an antenna on it. Yeah, it was really cool, and it was black and white, and it had like a radio dial knob thing on it.
Yeah.
And I would wait until everyone in my family went to bed, and I would watch Sex and the City. It came on at like midnight.
Mm-hmm.
I literally was probably 8 years old watching Sex and the City.
My God, well, that's disturbing. My God, your poor family.
No, it's good. Yeah, and then well, you know what? Was I? I don't know. I was way too young to be watching it for sure. But I watched it for a long time and was like very fascinated. I grew up in a Catholic household.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was like the forbidden fruit. And I'm like, I want to listen to these women in their 30s talking about like the foul things that they talk about.
Oh yeah, they're so
But that's
metropolitan.
like
They live in some large city. Oh, how fantastic!
I know. Oh my God, I love it. I will say I do shop a lot. I have a bit of a shopping issue.
There you
so
go.
in that way, I feel like the Carrie thing. I'm like, uh-oh.
I guess I shop a lot too. Not like that. I buy other dumb stuff like $50 Michelangelo figures, but like it's cooler.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
I buy a lot of shoes.
Shoes are. I mean, great. I think that's great. Thank you for fulfilling your stereotype as a woman who always be shopping and always be getting them shoes.
I do always be shopping.
So what do you think about my self-assessment as it stands right now? Mostly Carrie, a little Miranda, not so much the other two.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that makes sense.
But I wonder, here's my wonder, and this also makes me wonder of like also because you just got Carrie. I'm wondering, like, okay, if you're supposed to take this seriously and be like, who am I most like? Is this a Kermit the Frog situation where Kermit the Frog is the best Muppet because he's the one with the full range of emotions? He's the one we see the most. He is the most depth.
That's true. And that's a really good point.
Samantha's
but
pretty
you do see things later. They definitely expand on the characters more later. Like they all have like personal crisis stuff happen in their lives.
Okay.
While you were talking, another thing that I was like literally screeching while you were talking is you were talking. You know, whenever somebody says something and you're initially offended, like it's a gut punch, and then you almost immediately realize like that is absolutely correct.
And then you get mad.
You were
defensive,
saying all this stuff. You were like, talking about how theater kid it is, and I was like, what? No, it's not. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I don't think so because I was a theater kid.
Oh, yeah, exactly. No, yeah, that's normal to you. You feel like that's how
like,
people express themselves. And I was theater enough to realize I fucking hate theater and I just like improv. And then I realized, I have self-respect. So then I got out of improv. That was my trajectory, which is now why I screech into a fucking microphone for 10 people every Wednesday.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was in like musicals.
Ugh.
Like,
I mean, great.
I know,
I'm
sorry.
happy. That's good for you. I like that. Good.
No, I know.
You can't tell. You can't tell.
All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to hang up now.
Okay. Goodbye forever, Katie. Thank you so much for calling, Katie. We do have Samantha says, I heard that Samantha's character was originally supposed to be a gay man. Is this true? I did not know that. This is quite an upset here. Is quite an upset. There's a lot of people chatting. This is the best new segment that I've developed since this other news segment that I have. Man, this has been a jam-packed episode. I'm sorry for all the Sex and My City talk online. I hope that was interesting for everyone. But you know what else is? You know what is interesting? If I'm gonna die or not. This is the newest segment called "This Poison." Oh boy, this poison. I found out recently that I like vintage things, especially drinkware, and I found out recently that the likelihood that I and you possess a piece of drinkware that is highly toxic with lead is pretty high. So I got some of these lead testing swabs online. They're very inexpensive, and I have some distilled white vinegar from Heinz. All natural distilled white vinegar. Thank you so much, Heinz. And I have 2 treasured cups. The one I think is the most suspect is this here. It's a Superman milk glass. I love this thing. It's got a really good Superman on it. It's very vintagey. It's only a 2-color job here. We got blue and yellow and red, and the year on this pupper, it doesn't actually say it, but I do feel like it is very, very old. And then I also have another one here that I just want to check because it's my favorite mug. Sharky gave me this mug so long ago. I don't even know if he remembers. It's an Alf mug, and it has Alf and it's sitting in one of those director chairs that says star on the back, and he has a scarf and a beret, which like I wear a beret and a scarf all the time. He's holding a pair of sunglasses, really weird, and it says, "Yes, I'm a movie star." So I love this mug. So let's test the mug first and see if it is poisonous. So what you do is you dunk this swab and into the vinegar, and it turns white to mustard yellow. And then for 30 seconds, you rub it on the place that you think might be poisonous. So let's do this for about 30 seconds. And so while I'm doing this, I just want to say, I don't know what I would do if this mug in particular, I'll tell you this, up until like a week ago, I was drinking from this mug at work every day for the past, I don't know, 13 years. So if I'm riddled with lead because of this fucking mug, and that's all of my problems, I'm suing the Russ Company, which is a division of Hallmark, for making this mug and making it poisonous. And I'm going to get so much money because of it. So let's take a look here. It's supposed to turn bright red or at least a little magenta, and it does not appear to be. It appears to just be mustard yellow like we saw earlier. So that is good. We dodged a bullet, you know? So let's do this last one here. This is the Superman. Oh God, Jesus Christ. This is the Superman milk glass. Again, we start with a white swab, and then we put it in this mystical solution, which is just vinegar, and it magically turns yeller. And then, oh God, there's too much shit going on. I asked Tess to get me like a little shelf thing to find, like, go on Wayfair, find me a fucking shelf. Find me a shelf that, you know, I can kind of put things on and get them easily. She has no idea what I'm fucking talking about. She came back with like a plant stand. It's ridiculous. She's a ridiculous girl. But she's helping out a lot. So I'm rubbing this on my Superman. Uh-oh. I'm getting a little nervous. I feel like I'm seeing a little bit of a pinky hue. But let's keep on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We're not even going the full 30 seconds and we're getting some color here, folks. I had a feeling about this one. Oh, God help me. I had a feeling about this one. We don't even need to complete the 30, everybody. Look at that. Red as Knuckles, the echidna. Superman is poison. So I guess the answer to this poison is yes. Oh, wait, go press the button again and it'll play again. There you go. Yeah, thank you. Superman is COVID. It's really funny, Eric. Wow. What a kick in the head. I did not want that to be true. I felt it. I felt it in my heart. Now drink from it, Desiree. Come on. Show some respect. So that was that segment. And now my God, is it time for another segment? It's the segment everyone's just fucking horny for. And it's your favorite segment too. The segment is called
Pokemon Rank 'em Up Rodeo.
With the bingo and its friends. It's Pokemon, they're so much fun, they're gonna kill everyone. It's funny to be funny with your little tiny gaze. All right. Your little tiny gaze. I don't know what that means, but I do like it. I'm woke, so I can say those kind of things. You wouldn't believe how many LGBTQ people I follow on Twitter. I'm pretty much invincible. Okay. So here's our current listing, folks. We got the top 5. Quagsire, Froakie, Shaman, Xerneas, and Zagoon finishing up the top. And we got let's get another Pokemon up here. Regenerate one. Whoa. Blah. Blah. This one sucks. This Pokemon blows butts. This one's called Shiftry. I don't like this Pokemon. It comes from C-Dot and Nuzlocke, and then this is the fucking thing it becomes. C-Dot, awesome. He's like a little acorn. Nuzlocke, awesome. He's like a little acorn man with a pointy nose. And then this fucking guy sucks. Tengu. Yeah, he looks like a Tengu. He's based off of a Tengu, which is a Japanese something. He's grass and dark type. What he looks like is a weird tree guy with like leaf hands. He's a big pointy nose and a giant weird chin that's also his body. His feet are weird, like those little shoes that you see they have in like animes the samurai guys wear, where it's just like one little pole, and he has big ears and he has like white fur. I don't know, man. He just isn't cool. I don't like him. He's always angry, but not in a funny way like Primeape. We're going to put him in between Silk. I feel like he has more to say than Silcoon, and less to say than Glimmet. So he's number 38. He's the new rank 38 on the Pokemon Rank 'em Up Rodeo Show.
Pokemon Rank 'em Up Rodeo.
Karis has a really good idea. He says, since that one sucked, you should do another one. Karis, I think that's a great idea. Let's do another one.
Pokemon Rank 'em Up Rodeo.
Let's do another one. Let's rank them up. Let's do another one. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Oh, buddy. Hoppip. Hoppip is awesome. Hoppip is a grass and flying type. And open up your imagination, brothers and sisters and NBs. He's a little pink, like a racer pink, like an eraser pink, a little less orange, a little circle with like big, thick cat ears, but not tall, just thick cat ears. And he has little tiny tail, almost like a cat tail, but not a cat tail. Little tiny feet, little tiny hands. They're just coming out of the ball that is his body. A very happy smile. No nose, and then 2 yellow eyes real on the side of his head. Really like Hoppip. One of my favorite grass types. No cap. My favorite grass type being Whimsicott. Love Whimsicott. Let's rank up this little guy. So, I think we're already. I like him. I think he is going to be right. I think he's going to be in between Gallade and Duusion, which is ranked number 14, which is pretty good. Oh my God, this is highly unorthodox. I have a cell phone call. Wait, where's my button? This is it. Okay, I'm going to call this. I'm going to answer it. Hi, hello.
Brary.
Oh God. Okay. Hello, Mr.
Brian.
President.
Who I got on the horn here?
This is Bingo.
Ah, Brian. Yeah, good. I was wondering how does one go about catching these little Oriental demons?
Okay. Well, I'll tell you. Traditionally, the way it's done is, if they're weakened from a battle, you can throw a ball called a Pokeball at the creature, and you can catch them that way. And it kind of teleports them inside of the ball somehow, and you can use them later and continue to build your friendship with them.
Brian.
Yes.
Which of the Pokemon?
Pokemon, yes, Pokemon.
I'm starting a Pokemon team. And I'm trying to figure out which ones I should catch so I could be the best.
Oh, well, really it's about, that's very complicated.
I'm thinking like Electrode, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, Seaking, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree.
Yeah, that's a good start. Any others on your mind, sir?
Hold on, I got a little list here I wrote down.
Oh.
Maybe Venomoth, Poliwag, Nidorina, Golduck, Ivysaur, Grimer, Victreebel, Moltres, Nidoking, Farfetch, Abra, Jigglypuff, Kingler, Reinhardt, Fable, Wigglytuff.
Gotta catch them all. Okay, yeah. I think that's
What was that little ditty? I liked it.
Oh, it's kind of like it's kind of what you sing when you're thinking about and talking about Pokemon. It's it encourages you to catch them all.
Well, I need the best team because as an old man, I'm very afraid of China.
Yeah.
And I assume this would be what would be most of their army.
Oh, okay. Well, no.
Maybe I'm thinking Zubat, Primeape, Meowth, Onix, Geodude, Rapidash, Magneton, Snorlax, Gengar, Tangela, Goldeen, Sparrow, Weezing, Seal, Gyarados, Slowbro.
Yeah, I think you could potentially. I think any of these would be a great pick.
What about Kabuto, Persian, Paris, Horsey, Redicat, Magnemite, Kadabra, Weepinbell, Ditto, Cloyster, Caterpie, Sandshrew, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Golem, Pikachu. There's got to be at least 150 or more of these to see.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, sir, I feel like follow your heart and also maybe look up some Smogon University, look up some typing. I would maybe go into their their UU tiers and just maybe try to get a good team that way. You don't want to net deck this situation, but you also don't want to be a chump when people come, knocking at your back door looking to fuck you up. So I think,
What is a net? Is that what you catch them in?
I mean, there is a net ball that's helpful for catching.
I didn't hear much when you were explaining that earlier because I had to inject the Geritol in my arm.
Okay. Well, sir, they, I believe, I honestly, I trust your leadership. Not as much lately, but I trust your leadership, and you have good advisors. I think you're gonna be able to find a really good team. So maybe throw a Snorlax in there. Snorlax is pretty great.
What about arugula? We put that on that little boat on the little river.
Okay. Well, sir, I'm out
lettuce.
I'm out of minutes.
Was real.
Sir, I love you.
Good.
I'm out of minutes.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey. I love you.
Okay.
Pokemon Rank 'em Up Rodeo.
That's good. Good stuff. Good business here. So, I'm trying to figure out what to do because I think we only have time. You know what? This is gonna be a weird episode. Very strange. Actually, you know what? I feel like I've just been ignoring everybody in the world. So let's do a quick and pure chill and chat. Hi everyone. Hey. Chill and Chat is the cool segment where I look at the chat window and I'll have no more distractions. I'm just looking straight at the chat window and we talk to each other on there. And if you have any questions, anything burning, maybe something that I missed before, it could be about anything we talked about. It could be any subject you want to know about. You want to ask a question. Oh, here we go. Eric Dimmer has one. He says to me, Bingo Dog, have you ever been in a fire? Good God. No. What a terrifying thought. Oh my God. No, my goodness. Press 1 in the chat if you've been in a real fire. Yikes. Dwibbins asks, Bango, maybe only the outside of your mug is poisonous, so maybe that's good. Maybe. I don't know the science on that. I would be afraid to drink from it either way because I feel like lead can leach through stuff. Somehow, I don't know why I think that. I don't know. Oof. Naomi Fullbloom asks me, my father, she asks me, do you know the Poke Rap? What is that? Oh my God, Star is here. Hi from Frankenmuth, Michigan. Bingo in chat 1. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for saying hi. I'm sorry that you're in Michigan, or I'm surprised. I'm congratulating you for being in Michigan. I don't know what to do. People seem to have different takes on Michigan. After all the Joe Pera I've been watching, I kind of have a more positive view, at least on the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, than I do on the other part. Katie asks, Bingo Dog, are you worried about the lead from the mug? Well, the mug has no lead. The cup has lead, so I'm no longer using the Superman cup. I'm not doing it. I am worried about it. I could go to heaven from drinking from that mug. Samantha says, Bingo, test the inside of the mug too. I'll do that off there. I will do that. Or should I do it now? Naomi Fullbloom says, this fool does not take me seriously anymore. Sick of this show. Still going to watch, though. Thank you so much. Oh, my God. Your viewership means the squirrel to me. Desiree, a real-life bully, says, no one cares that I was in a fire. Wow. Oh, my God. Desiree, you did click 1 on your keypad to tell us that you were in a fire. Desiree, you were in a fire. Could you call in and tell us about your experience? Crab Tornado says, lead Superman versus lead Batman DVD. Yeah. Yeah. Look at this. Look how supportive this chat is. Samantha says, Desiree, sorry. With a sad little guy. You know, so that's actually really supportive if you think about it. That's really cool. We're quietly wondering if you are hideous now, Desiree. What the? Oh God, like she got Freddy Kruegered. She didn't. She's currently in a blizzard. Oh, like a DQ blizzard. What up? Okay. Well, this is devolved. This is devolved. You know, nobody cares that I have not been in a fire. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Desiree says, no, I've told you too many times. One of those times being to you. Moral of the story is, yes, I'm hideous and I saved 6 pets. Yeah, it happened. It was like that scene from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. All right, well, this has devolved into just nonsense. So we're gonna get rid of this. Okay, it's no longer chill and chat. We're done with it. You guys ruined it. We're plowing through this deep DBZ CLZ. Bingo, did you get stuck in a Congress fireplace during the January 6th invasion? No, I was outside where it was safe. Okay, so let's do this. This is okay. The thing is, when I get so many things, sometimes I get so many things for the show that I don't even know if I should cover them now, wait till later. But this is, I kind of feel like okay, let's do this. Let's get another one of these really quick. I'm so sorry to keep on asking things of the chat. Can I get a number 1 for everyone who has listened to, it didn't have to be live, but everyone who has listened to and or watched the after show from last week's episode? Because this is, I feel like to get the fullness of this, you'll need to get it going on. Dickie D. Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. So okay, we're going to cover this. And so this Sharky called in on the after show. Typically when an after show happens, it means Sharky's called in, you know, and he introduced me and the rest of the Halfway Okay imps to this character. This is Mr. Delicious. This is a character, a cartoon man. I'll describe him really quick. He's all black and white, and I'm not saying grayscale. He's black and white, and he's depicting a white man, very much of that like a slightly older father figure, authority figure from like the early 60s, late 50s type of like, I have glasses, my hair is going a little bit thin, I'm wearing a suit, I have a briefcase, I'm a working stiff, I have opinions on things, I'm probably a Republican, just that kind of like vibe to him. He's very like throwbacky retro, but like this is a character that was invented in the 90s for Rax, the fast food restaurant. If you remember Rax, so Rax is kind of like a worse Arby's. And if I put that into perspective for you, Arby's is the punchline whenever you're talking about the shittiest fast food. Everyone's always like, oh yeah, Belize is not Arby's. Or if like, where should we go for dinner for night? And be like, I don't know, Arby's. Arby's is fine dining compared to Rax. The quality was never good. The fucking kids' meal toys were mostly shitty bottles that were shaped like alligators. It wasn't that cool. They were too small. And all in general, that's a bad restaurant. It's a bad straunt. And they're almost all gone now. There's like three or four left, and 3 of them are in Ohio, apparently. Anyway, so this was a very, very short-lived mascot character. I love it. I love when Bingo tells us about olden times. Katie says, okay, I cannot wait until you're 44. And so this character was invented for Rax as a mascot, like a television mascot, and he has a whole vibe to him. These cartoon, these ads. There's only 3 ads. I'll play 1 or 2, and there's a couple of radio ads apparently. Again, this is all covered in the after show in more detail, and Sharky and I are just giggling with glee. And so let me show you one. Let me show you one that introduces. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Hello. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! That introduces Mr. Delicious, and he has a catchphrase. It's Dickety D, which is a great catchphrase. So let's just go ahead and watch this cool video, and then I'm going to tell you more about him and what our plans are, and then play another video that I have not seen. Okay?
Hello, I'm Mr. Delicious, the new spokesman for Rax Restaurants. My job? To encourage you to enjoy tasty, affordable meals in a more mature dining environment. I know what you're thinking. He's a cartoon. And cartoons are mostly for people who wet their pants. But not Mr. D. He's a special cartoon for adults. And Mr. Delicious always carries this briefcase. Contents? Watch for me and visit Rax. Dickety D.
Okay, let me, real quick for the audio perverts, let me explain what the video looked like. It was really weird footage of Rax that was almost like pink hued to it, and had just a not terribly animated, but not, no Toy Story level of animation of a character just on it. With a visible circular shadow underneath him, just walking through the sky, just walking and talking. Very strange, but very much that like irreverent 90s kind of like I see what they're going for. They were going for, oh, people think Rax are for old people. We'll show them. We'll have a mascot that's an old person, and then but we'll be like doing it ironically, and so then people will be like, oh, Rax is actually diggity dope. And so I think was the plan. I don't know. Also, the tagline is only in that ad is "You can eat here," which again, it's that 90s gotta eat kind of rallies, kind of like shitty. But Sharky and I fell in love with this character, and we looked into the trademark of this character. And I unfortunately don't have a lot to report here, but this is more of a call to action and just kind of up to speed for people that maybe didn't watch the after show. The trademark on Mr. Delicious is lapsed. It has been lapsed since 1999. So if anyone here knows a trademark and copyright lawyer or like a business lawyer, let me know. I don't want to pay any money for a lawyer, but I would pay money to own the trademark to Mr. Delicious and have him be an official Halfway Okay spokesperson. I think that'd be really, really cool. So that is just to kind of give you a little bit of the Mr. Delicious, the Mr. D, if you will, kind of just a recap. I don't think we have time for the other video I want to show. Maybe we'll pick that up next time. We will pick that up next time. Not actually going to make a point of it, and I'm not going to go into the entire story. I'll just be like, listen to the last episode if you don't know what this guy is, because I think that this is important for everybody to enjoy the world, and the world has Mr. Delicious in it if you think about it. So that was that segment, and now it's time for everyone's favorite segment that everyone is just going nutso over. Does anybody know? Press 1 if you know a lawyer, really, or like a copyright trademark lawyer. Can I just ask Reddit? Whatever. It's Bumper Grubbles. Okay, Naomi Fullbloom does know one, and that does know a lawyer. Which makes sense because she lives in California. And I feel like California has lawyers in it. You know who else is a lawyer? Miranda. She fucking mentions it in every episode. Ugh. Oh yeah, this is Bumper Grumbles. Naomi Fullbloom, please speak with me after class. I'd like to know more about the lawyer. Oh my God, we have a telephone call. Hi.
Hey, Bub.
Oh, hey, Sharky.
If you ask Reddit, be vague, because I'm afraid of them stealing our little guy.
That makes sense. I'll find some obscure like paint company from like the 1944s to like be like, oh, I want to get this. Okay, that's fair. That is fair.
Okay. And also, if any of your dumb listeners are interested, we are looking for investors in our company.
Yeah.
Where we own Mr. Delicious and rent him out as a spokesperson.
Yeah. And sue with reckless abandon anyone who even says Mr. D.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Or we'll send them lead Superman cups.
Yes.
All right, love you, Mitch. Bye.
Perfect. Great. So this is I would love hold on. I love that Bingo already has a cover story for Reddit. Yeah, you have to. You have to. You got to lie to get ahead in this world. That's what I always says. If you want to go to that fish fry, better learn how to cheat and lie. Okay. So this is a weird one. This was sent in by Karist a while ago. See, I get to these eventually. I don't just ignore them. I put them in a folder. This was sent in by Karist a while ago. Karist lives in Connecticut, which is a state that's way up there. And this is a Hyundai Santa Fe. And what's weird about this one is there's a lot of weird stuff about this one. Let's start with this one. So the only bumper grumbles on this pupper is on the back window. And if you can we've actually never seen this before. It's actually these bumper stickers are white vinyl. I understand it makes the most sense. I do understand that. But like, I don't know. You can't do a sky blue? Can't do a yellow? All right. Anyway, so this is like a weird dual peaked mountain with like a sun behind it. Looks all right. Looks okay. And then, but what's weird about it is underneath it has like weird Viking runes. I don't know what it's supposed to say. G. It's like a G. And then it's like a backwards, like, when you do like the alligator mouth to tell you when you like something more than the other thing, or like this is better, or this is greater than this one. And the alligator eats the one. If the first thing you said was the best one, it's that alligator mouth facing that way, so to the left. And that is what the symbol is right after the G. And then you have an upside down V and then a regular V. So I can see that's probably an A, right? It's G something AV. Oh, is this guided by voices? No, it's not, Eric. Eric's a liar. Kara says God is greater than the heights. Oh my God, is this real? God is greater than the highs and lows. It was on an older episode. This was on an older episode? Did I already do this one, Karist? Are you fucking kidding me? This is so embarrassing. Oh my God. I already did it. Oh, I'm clearly very disorganized. I'm really apologize. Well, I'm sure I haven't done this one. Oh, it was on a different car. Okay, we haven't done this one before. So I'm not disorganized. Cool. Thank you very much. So God is higher. Okay, so let's read it again. God is higher. So it is a greater symbol. God is greater than the highs and lows. And the highs and lows are like a mountain. Ah, that's nice. That's great. Okay, and then we have other weird symbols that are all just crammed together on the left side of the fucking thing. I hate when people have all this space to do whatever they want with. And, and then they just cram all the fucking stickers into the same little corner. Like there's nary a quarter inch in between some of these points of these stickers. Anyway, One of them is a weird man dancing around. He's like a very weird stylized man that could have two floating eyes. These could be ears. I don't know. It's a very weird little it's a very tribally looking guy. And then underneath that, we have a really weird tribally looking sort of sun type of thing. These are insanely difficult to describe for the audio listeners. I do apologize. And so I can't stress enough how much you just watch the show. But the weird part on this is from Connecticut, the state of Connecticut. And on this seems to be some sort of like the shitty distressed flag kind of a thing where you're like, oh man, can you believe Independence Day happened? Can you believe the Declaration of Independence happened and they're trying to take all 5 teams? And that shitty fucking like, ugh, you know what I mean? Where they think their fucking religious values are so under attack and they're so tired of it. They're so tired of battle worn from fighting. And they're authentic though. They're authentic, which is why they bought a pre-distressed designed fucking white vinyl sticker to show how much of a fucking patriot they are. It's that style of shitty fucking inauthentic, gross, that people really think that they are just fucking, they're nailing it. But it seems to be the Ohio pennant. Am I crazy for thinking this, everybody? What else would this be? Press 1 in the chat if this is the Ohio pennant. Ohio, the only state that has a pennant. Pennant. It looks like it. It's shit. It's a fucking shitty sticker and I hate it. It's the Puerto Rican flag. Hold on. Puerto Rican flag. Huh. Well, I'll be. It is. Kind of. I mean, it is. But let's look up this. Ohio pennant. Wait. Okay, whatever. Ohio. I spelled pennant wrong. How do you spell pennant? Ohio flag. Oh, yeah, it is, I guess. The Ohio flag is like a circle kind. And this is a star. Okay, it's the Puerto Rican flag. Figured it out. And actually, I guess with all the shit that Puerto Rico's gone through, being fucking with all the hurricanes and stuff, I guess, all right, you get a pass. But still, the distress thing sucks. I don't like the distress part, but I get it. All right, well, now I feel bad. Okay, here's another one. This was sent in by Dwibbins. I also felt like when I put this in the folder that I had done this one before. Have I done this one before? It's a truck. It's a Chevrolet truck. It's a white truck. Have I done this one before? Have I done this one before? Press 1 if I've done this one before. I'll just do it. And it says in all, this is a white vinyl sticker that's across the, I have done this before. Okay, well, I'm just going to describe it again. Hey, sometimes there's a new feature with Bumper Grumble. Sometimes I double dip. I do it again. I love Puerto Rico and Puerto Ricans, for the record. This is Avalanche in big, stupid looking, not great letters. And then there is a pistol and then a bunch of other guns like AR-15s that are making a mountain range design. And it fucking sucks. It sucks. I don't like it. It's too aggressive. It's very stupid. This one was sent in by Eric Dimmer. And this one, he apologizes for the poor quality. It was done in the rain and it was done shakily. This is a Kia Sorrento, though, so that is nice. And we have on here, this is a little precursor to what's to come. On the lower right, beneath the lower right taillight, we do have a little paw. You know, it's a little sticker, a black paw with a white stroke. Oh boy, this must be a pupper lover. And then on the back window is, I believe it's advertising. Oh yeah, it looks like it's advertising a dog obedience school called Frey's Place. and it just has a bunch of fucking vinyl like photograph sticker things of dogs all over it, to the point where this cannot be not obstructing fucking vision. There's also a QR sticker. There's so many fucking dogs in the back of this thing. It looks fucking bananas. It looks really, really weird. Kind of a weird thing. Okay, hold on. Have I done this one before? Now I'm fucking losing my mind. This is a Lincoln. Hubba. And it just has a vanity plate that says, "Oh, Henry." Like, I guess the candy bar, or maybe the guy who owns his name is Henry. I'm so tired. I'm just so tired. My bones are so tired. And then we got this one. We got this one here. This is oh boy, this is a Chevrolet Sonic LT. You know, oh boy, look out for them. Silver in color. We have the Dance Gavin Dance. I don't know what that means. It says Dance Gavin Dance, and it's encircling around a circle that has a night sky and then also mountain range. A lot of mountain ranges. There's some mountain ranges, and at the bottom point there seems to be some sort of infinity symbol. I don't know what Dance Gavin Dance means. It must be a meme. This has the reason I liked this one kind of is I like when people I like when people don't, I don't know. I like and hate when people don't like when people are riding their ass or driving too fast and they just want people to chill out, babies. This one says, "The closer you get, the slower I drive," which I feel like is a cantankerous little shit move that I've done myself and still do. So I do appreciate that. And then there's just a bunch of melty skulls on the other side of it. That is fine. It's a band. The more you drive closer, the slower I get. Morrissey. That makes sense. Okay, Dance Gavin Dance is apparently some sort of band. Okay. Anyway, that's been Bumper Grungles. Can you believe it? How many Bumper Grumbles have we even done? 100? 87. Thank you, Karist. So now it's time. Oh, buckle up. You know? Buckle up. Oh boy, is it time for the fucking time to duel? We're doing a random number generator in the only the way that we know how. It's name that name, everybody. We're doing name that name. You know, where it's the part of the show where we we send people wonderful gifts. You know, that you won't even believe. We got these Bruce keychains. Everyone loves Bruce. I got all kinds of stickers and shit. And we also have and Chelsea, who's joining us in the chat today. Thank you so much for giving me these bubble mailers. So now I'll actually send these fucking things out. Thank you so much. And now it's time to pull from this mystical box, it's vaguely Asian, a card, a Yu-Gi-Oh card that I have handpicked because I think that they look cool. And now let's take a look and see which one it is. The winner of this Name That Name will get this cool card. Let's see. Oh, this one's cute. This one's Nope Penguin. It's a fat little penguin who's saying, he has a little speech bubble, and he's like, there's a big red X. He's like, nope. It's stupid. This fucking game makes no sense. Nope Penguin will go to the person that the rip roaring Randy Roadster who gets picked from this this thing. So we have 28 current subscribers. Thank you so much for anyone who has subscribed. I do appreciate it. I don't deserve it. Let's go over to the vid screen here. Let's take a look at this puppy dog. Generate the number between 1 and 28. Number 26 is the number. Let's review our list here of all of our subscribers. Oh my God. It's Desiree. She already got it. She had won like 3 weeks ago, and I still haven't given her shit. We're doing a redo. No, it's a redo. This is a scam. Or I don't know. You let the chat decide. It's Yo-Mo. It's Yo-Mo. Let the chat decide. Does she get a double up? Or does she? Or do we do a rigged? Is this a rigged? Do we do another one? Because she already got one. She got one like 3 weeks ago. A win's a win. Crab Tornado says you're a scam. Okay. Hope you choke on the Bruce. Hope you choke on that, Bruce. Hope you choke on it. She's in chat. She gets it. Karist, what's fair is fair. Karist, you need to write a book of your own personal code. I like it because I can be swayed with the wind. You know? Oh boy, talk about personal codes. All these wire characters. Did you actually send her the stuff? Bingo. No, I didn't. I've been slacking on all of them because I haven't done it, but I will. Oh yeah, I will. So thank you for that. Oh fuck! Did I once again? Hold on. I got to change out this. I have all things saying for the fucking the goodbye music, which is just, it's not going to fly. I keep forgetting to change it, and I'm really sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, everybody. Let's change it to a different song, a more pure song, a more correct song.
Oscar Benzo, Oscar Benzo, Oscar Benzo, 8-hour boys, nothing like a polo to ease
everybody.
My mind.
Thank you so much for joining me for a hip-hop episode of the Halfway Okay Deliciousness program. I hope you guys have a dickety-dee great day, and I hope you have a great week, and I hope that you find everything you want in life, and I hope you do get a lead testing kit for your vintage drinkware. Thank you so much. I love you so much. If you want to stick around for the raid, you can. If not, I'll see you in hell. I love you. Goodbye. Wait, where's the button? Here it is. Goodbye.
Bring a bag of polos to your next sesh. You can have a polo sandwich or a polo wrap. Hide them in your pocket and eat them at mass. See, 8-hour boys would be nothing without our polos. We sleep 8 hours and then all day we eat polos. Nothing like a polo to ease my mind. With polos by my side.